What's up, everybody? Eric here with another EWE Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about Secret Invasion Episode 4. Before we get into that, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, let me know what you want me to talk about in the next video, or any other video. But yeah, let's get started with this episode. Title of the episode is Beloved. Its release date is July 12th, 2023. The cast includes Ben Mendelsohn, Olivia Colman, Emilia Clarke, Kingsley Ben-Adir, Samuel L. Jackson, and Don Cheadle. With a runtime of 36 minutes. So the basic plot of this episode is we're kind of continuing off what happened at the end of the last episode of finding out who Varra is gonna end up killing or what her mission is, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen now with Gaia and Talos after the events of the last episode where Gaia gets shot and presumed dead. So that's the basic plot of this episode, guys. I forgot to mention, beginning of the episode, spoiler-free, then we go into spoiler sections as usual. But yeah, let me now give you my spoiler-free thoughts on this episode. And this isn't just a knock on this episode, but on some of the other ones. I really hate how the episodes are ending, in my opinion. I don't like this whole, oh, we're gonna kill this character at the end of the episode just because we have to do that in every episode. And now that I think about it, they do that in every episode. Just in episode 2, it was the random scroll that was being interrogated. But episode 1, it was Maria Hill. Then it was that scroll. Episode 3, Gaia. And I'm just like, I don't like the way that these episodes are doing it. It's just annoying. Seems like lazy writing to me. Like, do something different. Though they do have an awesome twist in this episode that is very reminiscent of the comics. So that was really cool about that to be there. But it was boggled down by like kind of a boring episode where it's just like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm very underwhelmed with what the show's doing, and I'm pretty sure it's the writing, and I can't blame the writer's strike because this was done way before, but it just feels like they're not trying that hard, and they're just like, well, it's Secret Invasion, you're just gonna watch it. So yeah, that's not working for me, and I want to care about these characters, but in this episode I think there's only like one character I really cared about, and the rest was just like, whatever. And I think one of the things that hurt is that this episode is too short. So the runtime, like I said, is 36 minutes, but when you include that the opening credits are like 2 minutes, the end credits are like 2 to 3, no, maybe like more than that, 2 to 3 minutes back there, plus they do previously on, you're really only getting like 20-something minutes of content, and it's just like, it feels unfair. It's like, make these episodes longer if you really want us to invest that much, because you started off the episodes like, they were like in the 50 minutes, and then it went down to like 40 last week, and now down to like 30-something. It's like, come on, guys. Can we get more than this? Like, Disney, you have that much money, you should be able to give us more. And I'm still not sure what Gravik's master plan is besides Super Scrolls. This episode kind of showed like he had a plan, but I don't know. It felt like a very dumb plan where it's like, you wouldn't even have to do this if you just would have done the thing in the last episode. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if Gravik's just really dumb or like his master plan is something that we haven't seen yet. It's not working for me. Alright, so those are my spoiler-free thoughts. I have a lot more to say in the spoiler section, but I don't want to like give everything away just right now, just because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. So let's move on now to my score, guys. So I'm giving this episode a 6 out of 10 for okay. I'm still not impressed by this show, and I really want to be, because I think Secret Invasion is a great story from the comics. It just hasn't been adapted to me that well. And I actually had a conversation with a friend the other day, and he actually had a good take on it. He's like, because Secret Invasion is similar to Civil War. Those of us that read the comic are like, no, we know what this stands for. It's something big. But the way that the comics keep doing it, it just doesn't feel like it's anything that... the show keeps doing it. It doesn't feel that big. The stakes don't seem that high because it's like, well... It just doesn't. It's like... I don't know how to explain it other than, like, with Civil War, I was like, you guys just had some beef. That wasn't Civil War. In Civil War, we actually had, like, some real problems. But yeah, guys, so let's... like I said, this is 6 out of 10 okay for me. I do recommend you guys watch the show just because I'm pretty sure this is eventually going to come up somewhere else. We need to find out what's going... Like, I can easily see this being part of some other story. I think they're doing, like, Secret Wars or something later, so it's like, it's probably going to be relevant eventually. So yeah, I definitely recommend you watch it, even though it's only okay. I'm still hoping that the last 2 episodes do a better job than what we've gotten so far. So yeah, I'm going to move into my spoiler section now, but for those of you that are joining us, please like and subscribe to the channel and comment down below what you guys thought. But yeah, we'll come back after you finish watching the episode. But here's now your warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, welcome into the spoiler section now. So let's just begin with something that really pissed me off. I was talking to Francisco, and we were both like, there's no way Gaia is dead. Because we're like, they're not going to kill Maria Hill and then kill Gaia 2 episodes later. So I was already like, she's probably a Super Skrull, she probably turned on the machine. And sure enough, that's what she did. And I'm like, you guys could have just done this in episode 3. You didn't need to leave it that suspenseful because she was obviously not going to be dead. That didn't make sense. So you didn't get Emilia Clarke just to kill her off halfway through. So yeah, to me, that didn't work. And it was just like, oh, you had that in the last episode just to be here. Finding out who Vara was talking to, that was really like, oh, wow, she's talking to Rhodey. And it's like, oh, crap, Rhodey's a Skrull. And to me, that was the big twist of like, oh, wow. This is similar to in the comics where it turned out that Spider-Woman was a Skrull as well. And I was like, okay, this is really cool. You guys are actually throwing the cool element from the comics here. It wasn't Spider-Woman, obviously, because she's not in the MCU. But seeing her here, I was really impressed. I really like what they did right there, though I wish it would have been done in a better fashion. And I think some of the conversations that Rhodes and whatchamacallit had, Fury, they just didn't work for me. And it might be this version of Fury that they're using in this movie, just in this show, it's just not working for me. He's not resonating with me as much. His interactions with Vara are, but his interactions with other people just aren't working for me. I'm not sure why. I wish they were. And I did, like I said, with Vara, I felt for her. She's probably the one character I was just like, she loves Fury, and she would do anything for him. And even by the proof, she wouldn't kill him, because she loves him. But at the same time, even though he does love her, he's married to his work. That is the thing that he cares about the most. It's not her, and he wishes it was, but it is the job. That is his #1 priority. And yeah, I get it. It sucks, but at least the character's true to himself. He's not trying to pretend like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a great husband. He's not. Now, back to Gaia for a second. They sidelined her again. And it's just like, come on, guys. Why do you keep sidelining this character? You just made her a Super Skrull. You made this episode super short. Why not give her like an extra 5 minutes of figuring out what her powers are so we can understand what Gravik's powers are? But no, we just see Gravik using his powers later when they attack the president. And I don't know. It's just not... I wish they were exploring more. It's like, you have the time. Oh, we're going to see Gravik's powers in the battle. But we already knew he had Groot's powers from the trailer. So it's just like... you could have done something with Gaia to explain things more, but they didn't. All we know is that Gaia is able to like not be killed. Similar to the from Iron Man 3, those powers that the Mandarin had. Like, okay, that makes sense. Moving on now, Gaia being sidelined. You know she's going to be back in an episode because now Talos is dead. And like I said earlier, Talos' death meant nothing to me because they keep killing off characters. And it's just like, stop using that exact same ending every episode. It feels so lazy. So it was, to me, like, it was mostly a boring episode. Then you do that, it's like, oh, you should be impressed. And it's like, no, because you keep doing these deaths that they're no longer meaning anything. You should save these deaths for like specific times so they actually mean something. You didn't need to do Gaia dying. You could have actually shown Gaia turn on the Super Skrull power in the last episode, so we, the audience, would know she's alive, and that would have worked just as good now, because now when we see Talos die, it would have actually meant something a little bit more. Because you just did in the last episode, it doesn't mean anything to me. It's just like, you guys just keep doing the exact same thing. So, yeah, that's basically my issue with this show. It's like, they're just trying to do gas moments that after a while, it's like, you've already done this so many times, I don't care. And that's honestly how I felt with this episode. But yeah, guys, those are my thoughts on this episode. Spoiler thoughts as well. I'm gonna watch episode 5, but I'll be honest, I don't care. Like, we even talked about Gravik in the last episode. Like, if he just doesn't tell Gaia his plan, he starts World War III. So why does he need to go after the president in this episode? It's like, it just doesn't make sense to me. What is his plan, just to take over the presidency? Because it's like, yeah, so, like, you could have started war. You could. I don't get what his plan is, and it's like, if it is the start of World War III, he had so many opportunities to do it. It's like, it doesn't matter anymore. And now Fury's just gonna be able to tell them, like, yeah, now the Skrulls are there. It's like, oh, World War III isn't gonna happen because now Fury's already warned the president of what the plan is. They could warn the Russians, and boom, World War III is averted. It just seems like a dumb plan to me. But yeah, guys, I really want to know what you guys are thinking about this show, because, like I said, I feel like maybe I'm being too harsh, but I just don't see what people see in this show, because right now, I mean, I find it okay, but a lot of people say like, "Oh, it's amazing." To me, there hasn't been an amazing episode. I think I've only given one episode a good, so it's like I really want to understand what people are really liking about this because I'm not seeing it. I can see people being like, "Oh yeah, it's fun." I'm just like, "Yeah, it is," but other than that, what is it? Like, is there a good story here? Because I just don't feel like it's there. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.